Hi there! It's weather unit time at our house now. Both Della and Windsor are learning about weather and the water cycle. So I have a quick, easy art project. It's a little on the messy side, but my kids sure enjoyed it. So we hope you do too. The materials for this project include foil, markers, water-based, shaving cream, cotton balls, paper, and something to spread with. A spatula or a popsicle stick will work just fine. Here are what some of our finished papers turned out like. They have a little bit of texture to them, but they're really beautiful. The colors blend together really nicely, and you get some variations in color when you do it. So the first thing that we did was we stretched a piece of tin foil over the top of a cutting board, and then using water-based markers, we just colored it. We used colors that we thought were representative of a storm, and used a lot of marker to coat the surface of the tin foil. These are the colors that we chose: blues, purples, blacks. If you're in art class with me, then you probably have noticed that these are mostly cool colors, colors that are associated with things that are cold. So then what we did was we added a little bit of shaving cream, and I actually had Windsor spray this amount over the top of the tin foil. And it turned out to be a pretty good amount. It is a little bit more than what I would suggest for you to do if you're doing this at home. So maybe a total of like a cup of shaving cream, if you can eyeball that. After you squirt the shaving cream onto the tin foil, you'll need something to spread it out with. And I just happen to have these popsicle sticks, and I just asked the kids to use that, and they kind of used it. It actually happens to also be our chore stick. But what we did was we just used this stick and we scraped it across the surface. So you could use a spatula too, but we tried to make a nice even layer across the top. Nice smooth layer of shaving cream. And then what happens is the shaving cream, because it has a little bit of water in it, it starts to pull the marker up off the tin foil and starts to move on to the shaving cream. So then what we did was we ripped out two of our sketchbook pieces of paper and laid them on top. And then using our hands, we kind of massaged the top of the paper, lots of massaging. And then we carefully peeled back the paper to reveal the marker. It takes the marbling a little while to dry. We waited about an hour for ours before we started the next parts of the project. If you touch it and it feels a little sticky, that's normal. If it's wet and comes off on your fingers, then it's not quite ready yet. So to finish these off, you could use crayons or colored pencils. I'm gonna stick with markers, whatever you have. And what we did was we did a little bit of math with our storms or our rain clouds. Each of my kiddos got 10 cotton balls, and first thing that we did was we separated into 5 groups of 2, and then we did 2 groups of 5. And then of course we just did the regular counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or we went 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's really easy to incorporate math into this project too. You can certainly turn your paper the landscape way or the portrait way, it's up to you. Then this was really fun for my kids, a little fine motor practice. We spread apart the cotton balls, make them fluffy, and sort of arrange them on our paper to look like a cloud. And you don't have to use the whole 10. It all depends on your size paper. That looks good to me. Then once we had the cotton balls arranged in a way that we liked or was pleasing to us, we lifted up some of the parts, stuck a little bit of glue underneath. Doesn't need to be a lot of glue. Just to get those cotton balls to lay down. We had our cloud on our paper. Then using markers to show the rain, just drew it right on there to add our raindrops. Now, if you have some darker colors, maybe used a little bit more black in your picture, like this one, you could also add lightning. So a zigzag line to show a lightning bolt, maybe. You could also use gray. Sometimes storms are windy. Use a swirly or spiral line to show the wind. And there you have it. Our marbled paper rainy day collage.